There is a saying that says that heaven is free, but not cheap. Heaven is free, but not cheap. And that is what we celebrate this morning, the Transfiguration of Jesus. And the reason why Jesus took Peter, James, and John to the mountaintop is to show them that heaven is free, but not cheap. How is it not cheap? Because you have to come down from that mountain of transfiguration, and we have to go to the mountain of Calvary, and from the mountain of Calvary, then you go to heaven. Heaven is free, but not cheap. This is the second, we call it the second Exodus, because the first Exodus was Moses and the people of Israel. They prayed, and God answered their prayer and sent Moses. And Moses went to Pharaoh and said to him, "Let my people go." And they were saved from the slavery of Pharaoh. And they came out. But this time around on this mountain, we see how Elijah and Moses appeared to Jesus. And what was their message? Exodus. That Jesus is going to lead us in another Exodus. But this type of Exodus is not the type of Exodus the people of Israel experienced in Egypt. This type of Exodus is Exodus from sin to salvation. It's not Exodus from slavery from Egypt to the promised land. We are not going to the promised land again, but this time around, where we are going is where? The main promised land, heaven. Remember what Peter said to Jesus. Is it not good for us to build 3 houses here? One for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. And while he was saying that, what happened? A voice cried out, listen to him. Heaven is free, but not cheap. To be a Christian is not easy. To serve God is not easy. People will hate you. Maybe sickness will come. There will be a time you will ask yourself, where is the God? Where is God in my life? In that moment, that is the moment God is telling us to remember what happened on the mountain of transfiguration. We should remember that glory that came down, that made Peter to say, let us live here. Remember what happened on this mountain. Even in the first reading today, God showed Daniel how heaven looks like. The good news is that there is a place we are going. That is the good news. In our sufferings, let us remember heaven, our homeland. That place full with joy. So let us prepare ourselves, because we have somewhere going. Better than this place we live now, but we have to pass through Mountain Calvary. We have to pass through the cross before we can get this crown. And may Jesus, whom we receive every Sunday, every day in the Eucharist, encourage us. That is the only spiritual food we need in our Exodus. When the people of Israel were in the desert, what happened? They ate manna. And when they got to the promised land, what happened? The manna stopped, because they have gotten to the promised land. And we too, we have to keep receiving Jesus, because he is our spiritual food. It's only when we get to heaven, that is when we will stop receiving Jesus in the Eucharist, because by then we will see him face to face.